All right, customer states engine overheated. It got so hot it melted the dipstick. He wasn't kidding. He put the dipstick right here. It's melted. There's the other part of the dipstick. It's melted. Also, it doesn't run so good either. And it does run, but it's running pretty rough. It's shaking. And how much kilometers is on this thing? Almost 300,000, I think. Yeah, close to 300,000. All right, just looking around, I noticed, I don't know what that stuff is. It's all oily? Or maybe it's just oil mixed with coolant. I don't know. It's oily. I can smell coolant everywhere. That's empty. Also, you can see it's kind of milky in there, so I'm pretty sure it got oil mixed in there. So that looks not too good. Yeah, I smell coolant everywhere. Maybe I should dump some coolant in and see if there's a leak somewhere. Well, I found my leak. The radiator is definitely leaking. So yeah, I just filled it up, and yeah, the radiator is leaking from where the tank, or I guess it crimps onto the tank. So that could be my cause of overheating. So yeah, the first thing you do when your car overheats is check your dipstick. No, you should check your coolant, but on the Acura, there's a cover over the radiator cap, so you can't, you don't know, customers don't know. But you can tell where the cylinder head is really hot, because this part is where the cylinder head goes into, and it's hard. This one's still flexible because this one goes into the block. All your heat is in the cylinder head, because that's where all the combustion and compression is. Alright, so I just want to show you this. This is not an Acura, this is a Honda, but same engine, right? But you can see that dipstick, right? Here's the one that has been melted. You see where it's melted? That is probably where that head gasket is. Because if I put it where the block and the valve cover, you see down there what I'm touching? That is the head gasket. So you can see that's the length of the head. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Some of you might think that is pretty interesting, because that is the length of the cylinder head to the head gasket, and that's where it melted. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I think they're discussing on what they want to do with it, because I did do an inspection. The rear shock is leaking on the passenger side. The passenger front here, the outer tie rod is loose. Also, the tranny is definitely leaking like a sieve. It's definitely leaking. I'll put that video after this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about and my quick inspection around. So yeah, see what the customer wants to do. Also, kind of gave them a couple of options. See if if they want to try and save the current engine they have, but if we take it apart, wasting all that labor and finding out that the engine's pretty much garbage, then you put all your money into that labor, and you're gonna end up putting a used engine, I guess, in anyways. So yeah, it's just cost, right? So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, here's the rest of the clip. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick inspection before I completely quote out everything. Definitely a lot of oil. This is not engine oil, it is actually tranny fluid, and it's dripping. You see how it's so clean there? It's got a pretty bad leak, right? And that's not engine oil. It's a little bit of there's a red to it, so this is tranny fluid. Somewhere it's leaking, somewhere. Other than that, this front end over here, this outer tie rod is loose and it has play. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's play there. And then coming along around the back, this shock is leaking. See all that stuff? All the dirt that's collected on there? That's leaking.